Hello everyone, welcome to Free Range Diva, where you will find helpful information to enhance your beauty and wellness routines. Today's video subject is going to be one that's very close to my heart because it's about food, and it's about what foods I eat every single day, because they are nutrition powerhouses and they have all of the ingredients and vitamins and minerals and all those good things that can help you to have more beautiful skin, better vision, and a beautiful smile. So let's jump into it, okay? Before we start, something funny happened today that I wanted to share. I live in Los Angeles, and my feed on YouTube has just been inundated with all of this fall, autumn content. Lots of warm, earthy orange colors and everybody getting cozy. And it has been triple digits here for a week. It finally broke yesterday. But even where I live, which I live about as far east as you can be and still take advantage of the coastal microclimate, which means that we get the benefit of the ocean breezes. So whatever temperature it is in Los Angeles, in the Los Angeles basin, it's usually maybe 10, 12 degrees cooler here. Well, it's been like over 100 in LA, and here I think it topped out at 97. And most people in our neighborhood, including us, don't have air conditioning because typically it never gets above 85 or 86 on a hot day. So during the last few days, everyone's been trying to get into like we've been going out to lunch and dinner and the mall, anywhere that's got air conditioning and that's cool. And it's finally over. And when it ended, the temperatures just dropped like 25, 30 degrees in the course of 24 hours. Now, so that's great. Like right now, it's a cool, probably 71, 72. So that's good. But this kind of extreme temperature change is what we jokingly or not so jokingly call earthquake weather. Because it tends to be, and I wasn't even going to tell you guys this story because it's an old wives' tale. It's a local thing. But people have noticed that there has been a connection between extreme temperature changes and earthquakes. Well, guess what happened this morning? Yep, we had an earthquake. And it was about 4.7, somewhere just under 5. And it was not that bad, at least not here. Where we were, we're about maybe 20 miles south of the epicenter, which was in Malibu. But it was just a very sort of rolling, gentle, flowing kind of movement that lasted about 30 seconds. And so immediately there is this woman, her name is Lucy Jones. She's she's more than a meteorologist. She has worked at Caltech, and she is the earthquake guru around here. And she immediately gets on air and says, "This is not about earthquake weather. Do not say that." Because we know that yeah, all right, maybe there is no such thing. She's like, there's no such thing as earthquake weather. Well, okay, but we still had an earthquake today. That's actually the second one we've had this summer, and the one that we had, it was about a month or so ago, was much stronger, for us anyway, than this one. Even though I don't think technically it was as strong, it was probably about the same. We just felt it more, even though we were probably about the same distance away. So I guess it depends on where the fault lines are, and I don't know, whatever. But the point is that, yeah, we had an earthquake today, but everything's fine. It was, like I said, it wasn't that, you knew it was happening, but it wasn't one of the rough ones where you get that sudden jolt and then, this kind of shaking. It wasn't that at all. So anyway, okay, what are we talking about today? Oh, food. Let's go. So foods that can that can help your skin, your teeth, and your vision. Foods that basically can give you more, can make you on the outside more beautiful. And they also foods that give you energy, because I don't do caffeine, and yet eating these 5 foods keeps my energy going all day long. So let's get into the first one. Number 1 is going to be berries. Yes, I eat some sort of berry every single day. And everybody knows that berries have lots of antioxidants, and they've got a lot of vitamin C, which is really good for collagen production. So you can have plumper, less sagging to the skin. But in addition, they fight free radical damage, which is what ages your skin, which causes wrinkles. And so they can reduce the signs of aging. A few more things. They can, the antioxidants in berries enhance longevity, immunity, and brain health. And another thing is that if you are counting your carbs, like I do, berries are very low in sugar. Now, normally I have blueberries, raspberries, blackberries mixed together or sometimes separate, fresh or frozen. But this last couple of weeks, especially when it was really hot, I have been craving a different berry. And so every morning I have been having frozen acai berries. And this brand, Amazon Planet, is the only acai berry that I will buy. And that is because this is the only acai berry that I have found looking all over Amazon, Whole Foods, my local stores. This is the only one that is real, pure acai and nothing added. No sugar, no citric acid, no preservatives, no nothing. Oh, and yes, acai is very low in carbs, and there's 0 grams of sugar with acai berries. They also have omega-3, 6, and 9, so you're getting a little bit of omega, so I'm going to talk about that in a second. And about 3 grams of fiber per serving. So that's why I like the frozen, even though it's a little more expensive. I had to go to like the most expensive grocery store in town, Erewhon, to get this because nobody else carries it. But, and so of course there was a markup. But yeah, this is it. Sambazon, none of the ones that you said no are an absolute no-go for me, because I want only, it's like, why can't you just process the berry, freeze it, and send it out to people? You know what I mean? You don't need to put anything else in it. So I had a smoothie this morning with this. I added some raspberries to it, some cacao, yogurt, little greens, and it was yummy, absolutely delicious. Oh, and I thought I forgot, the best thing about acai is this has the highest free radical fighting ability of every other berry, including blueberries. Its oxygen radical absorbency capacity is over 6,000. And it's, like I said, omega fats, fibers, and no sugar. And this brand is USDA organic, of course. So number 1 is berries. Number 2 are leafy green vegetables. Greens have a lot of nutritional benefits, but the nutrients that we're going to be talking about as it relates to this video are going to be vitamin E, vitamin C, sulfur, and beta carotene. So again, vitamin E is the skin vitamin. It's also, when combined with sulfur, it can help to prevent flakiness and redness of the skin. So beta carotene not only has anti-aging benefits, but greens also have something called lutein, which is a component of beta carotene, and this protects the eyes from UV damage and macular degeneration. Folic acid in green veggies protects gums from gum disease. And Plant-based forms of vitamin A, which is beta carotene, is the natural form of vitamin A. Plant-based forms of vitamin A lower the risk of age-related macular degeneration and cataracts. So when you think of leafy greens, not only think about your skin, but think about your eyes, because they are loaded with all the stuff you need to protect your eyes and preserve your vision. While we're on the subject of greens, I also wanted to talk about one quick supplement that I have also been using every single day in the form of greens, because as it turned out this morning, I didn't have any frozen spinach to put in my smoothie. So if you want to enhance the nutrition of your greens, then I highly recommend this supplement. This is Live It Up. This is a a very fine milled powder green supplement. And it's got a full complement. It's almost like a multivitamin in a green package with an addition of things like superfoods. So it's got spirulina, chlorella, wheatgrass, barley grass, things that you might not normally carry in your, keep in your refrigerator. And this has really been the game changer for me as far as my energy level during the day and for how well that I sleep at night. As a former insomniac, this has just been a life-affirming change for me to be able to get 6, 7, 8, 9 hours of sleep regularly every night. This is my second bag, and I just ordered my third because I'm almost out of this. And I think they recommend 2 teaspoons or 1 scoop as a serving, and I take half of that because half is great. I mean, if I need to double it up to a full serving, I will, but so far I've been doing really well on half. Next up, we want to talk about number 3, fermented foods. Yes, I love me some fermented foods. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut. I ferment my own mustard because I love mustard, so I make my own and it's fermented. And the reason we love fermented foods is because of the beneficial microbial bacteria. This bacteria balances the microbiome not only in the gut, but also the microbiome on your skin. This beneficial bacteria improves gut health, which lowers inflammation. It's very calming to your system, especially your digestive tract. And again, it helps to balance the skin's microbiome. So probiotics in fermented food, which is the yeast and beneficial bacteria, improves gut health, which is very calming and allows you to get better digestion from your foods, so that what you eat, the nutrition is more absorbable. And fermented dairy products provide a digestible source of calcium, vitamin C, K, iron, and the lactobacillus bacteria, which is a particular kind of bacteria, is believed to inhibit tooth decay, and the calcium, among other things, helps to reinforce the enamel of your teeth and strengthen the bones in your jaws, around your gums or underneath your gums. So, when you think about fermented foods, think about your teeth. And I have recently added another kind of fermented food to my roster of what I usually eat, and I have recently discovered probiotic cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese. I love it for more savory applications, like if I'm going to have lunch, I might have a salad and then cottage cheese on the side for some extra protein, or with crackers or fruit like I've got some tonight for dessert. I'm going to have this with cantaloupe. So this is 14 grams of protein per serving. This is the whole milk variety, and it's got live probiotic cultures, including Acidophilus and Bifidobacterium. So it's just cottage cheese in it of itself is good anyway, and you pay a little bit more to get this type with the probiotics added, but it's like you're doubling your nutritional bang for your buck. So if you have this available, this is from Nancy's. I highly recommend giving it a try because it's good. Next up, flax seeds. And these are golden flax seeds, these humble little flax seeds. I buy them in bulk, and then every single day I have 2 tablespoons of these ground up, ground fresh, right before I eat them. Because once you grind these, I keep these in the refrigerator. Once you grind them, not only do they start to lose their nutritional value, but they can also kind of start to go off. So the reason why is one, because of the healthy fats in here. These have healthy omega-3 fats. And when I started, when I changed my diet a few years ago and started adding more fat, and I went away from low fat, high carb to higher fat, and carbs that were healthier carbs. And now I'm still higher fat, but less carbs and more protein. It's an evolution. We evolve. Anyway, when I did switch to higher fat, I used to have these bumps. I believe they're called KP. I'll write out the name, I forget. But I had these bumps under my arms, right here, and on the sides of my thighs, right at the hip bone area. I had them for decades. I just thought they were normal. Everybody had them. And then when I started eating more fat in my diet, they went away. They have never come back. And I can only attribute it to purely diet. I did nothing in terms of applying any kind of creams or anything to get rid of them. I simply changed the way I ate. So I'm a big proponent of getting healthy fats into your diet. This is one way to do it. This also has vitamin E and zinc in it, so these are inflammation fighters. And the reason that I initially started having 2 tablespoons of this ground up every day was to mitigate hot flashes. There are phytoestrogens in here that are hormone balancing. And the recommended place for you to start, and this is from, I was working with a nutritionist, was 2 tablespoons ground up every day. And so I started that a few years back and continue it to this day. This has got fiber. Nuts and seeds, of course, are loaded with fiber and great nutrition. I just choose this one. I just choose flax that I eat every day, but I do eat other, well, nuts at least. But yes, every day flax. So in addition to the phytoestrogens, this also has vitamin E, as I said, selenium and zinc. And zinc is an essential mineral for faster wound healing and tissue repair, as well as it can heal eczema and acne. Vitamin E, in combo with other nutrients, can also help to slow the progression of age-related macrodegeneration. So this is just all around good for you. All around good for you. And that's why I take it, why I eat it. And the thing about food is that although there are certain things that they may have one particular thing that they do really well, anything that you eat that's nutritionally dense like this is going to have other benefits for your body, as well as the ones that you might be specifically looking for. Like when I started this, I was specifically looking for hormone balancing. And of course, it's helped other things as well, including my eyes and skin. Okay, so the fifth, and I saved the best for last. Let me just get it here. And that is going to be the humble, ancient, healing, all around nourishing food, bone broth. This is an excellent source of collagen. It hydrates the body on a cellular level. It quiets inflammation. It helps you sleep better, and it can lower your stress, markers of stress. So, and that's just the beginning. Obviously, collagen nourishes the structure of your skin that supports good skin health, plumper, tighter skin. The water content of this has electrolytes and minerals that keeps you hydrated. Some of the minerals in here are calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, and the way that bone broth, the reason that this is so nourishing is because you make it slow. You start with, and I have a video where I make my own, but if you see it and it's not clear, I'll make another one. You basically start with leftover bones. We eat a lot of chicken, so we have a lot of leftover chicken bones, but anything that turkey, beef, whatever happens that we eat, I then take the bones and put them in the freezer and collect them in a bag in the freezer. Then when I have a bag, I add that to my crock pot, fill it all the way up to the top with water, and then let it go for 24 hours. What that does is it leaches all of those minerals out of the bones. It basically leaches the building blocks for building bones out and into the broth itself. Additionally, the gelatin in the bones is leached out so that when you have real bone broth, and this costs pennies. I mean, literally, I spend 99 cents for a quart of water or something, and then the bones are just reused from things that you would normally throw away. If you can see, that's why I brought it up here, because I want to make sure that you can see this. It kind of wiggles. This is not liquid, right? This is gelatin, okay? This is the good stuff. This is what heals your digestive tract. This is what gives you an absorbable form of calcium. It is high in an amino acid called glycine, which promotes deeper sleep and relaxation, and this is what calms your stress response. This food is anti-inflammatory, which is why I've been drinking a cup of this every day recently for the last couple of months, and it helps maintain the lining of your gastrointestinal tract. So if you're having, which is why I've been drinking it, if you're having any kind of gastrointestinal issues, if you're unable to eat, if you're sick, okay, you can live on this. This will heal you. This will make you feel better. This just calms everything down. And this is not, I want to also stress the difference between this and stock. One of the difference, obviously, that you can see is that this is very gelatinous. Stock is not, but it's in the way that it's made. You would normally put like a chicken and vegetables and something in a big pot of water and then cook the chicken, and once it's cooked, the stock you would then eat. Well, this gets a much longer cook because you're trying to get those bones. Now, I have it on good authority that you can actually do this in an Instapot in less than 24 hours. I do recommend that as opposed to putting it on a burner on your, stove for 24 hours, because if you're asleep, something could happen. You just never know. You could have an earthquake and you could start a fire. So I like to do it in a crock pot. You can do it in an Instapot. You could probably do it low and slow in your oven, although I've never tried that. But yes, the point is to just do it. If you take nothing else away from this video, get some bone broth into your diet every single day. And yes, you can buy, like the Kettle and Fire makes bone broths. There's Trader Joe's has an off-brand version of bone broth that I will drink if I really run out of this and don't have the bones to make more. But it's so cheap if you just make it at home. What I do is I have these jars that are tempered glass jars. So I measure out portions and put these jars in the freezer, and then as I need them, then I can take them out. And of course, if you want to add this to something like your vegetables or your soups for a little extra nutrition, you can do that too. But yeah, it's really simple, it's really cheap, but the nutritional bang that you get for your buck in this case is off the charts. Okay, so there we go. The 5 foods plus 1 superfood that I eat every single day, and that is what has kept me going, kept me vibrant and energized, and able to sit here and talk to you about dumb stuff like earthquake weather. Okay, all right everyone, if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends if you really enjoyed it, because this is good stuff. We should all be, getting stuff like this in our bodies every single day. Be kind to you. Have been doing a lot of, I've been reading this book, I think I mentioned it before, about highly sensitive people. And the one thing that we tend to do, and it's probably not just highly sensitive, it's probably everybody, is that we don't take care of ourselves the way that we really should. We tend to take better care of others than we do for ourselves. And so this is just a moment when you can really look at how well do you take care of yourself internally with your nutrition, and maybe make some positive changes. So again, if you liked it, thumbs up, share it. If you want to see more like this, then be sure to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing here at Free Range Diva. And until I see you in my next video, I'm going to wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Take good care of yourselves, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye.